where can we find these decentralized need? One of the first ones, it would be in the humanitarian sector, where there's a need of access to safe drinking water and sanitation. One of the Sustainable Development Goals of the UN is to ensure availability and sustainable management of water sanitation for all. So they say by the year 2030, the goal is to achieve universal and equitable access to safe and affordable drinking water for all, also access to adequate and equitable sanitation and hygiene for all, and very important as well, eliminate untreated water discharge and increase, very important as well, the reuse of water. As we can see, numbers are devastating. 3 out of 10 people do not have guaranteed access to drinking water, and 6 out of 10 do not have covered their sanitation needs. Many of these communities take water from wells or surface water sources, which unfortunately do not have any treatment, and water quality does not comply with the minimum for safe drinking water standards, which of course can lead to deadly diseases. So in this case, a decentralized water treatment solutions can help mitigate the needs in these cases where immediate water treatment solutions are needed. Another case is isolated settlements. We can find similar problems in isolated communities that are normally far away from an urban area and commonly do not count with a correct water system or may even not have access to the electrical grid. So in this case, we have many alternatives for drinking water treatment when power is not available, because normally a centralized solution would need to be near the electrical grid. So a drinking water treatment with no power is useless. According to the UN, in the year 2050, 68% of the population will live in urban areas. So the rural areas will be even more isolated, and therefore their needs will be even more overlooked. So we consider that in these cases, there must be an adequate drinking water and sanitation solution in order also to contribute to a sustainable environmental care. Another situation is in cases of natural disasters. It is very difficult to measure the environmental, social, and economic impact of a natural disaster. For example, a flooding, droughts, or an atmospheric phenomena such as a hurricane or a typhoon. But what we can quantify is the increase in the number of natural disasters occasioned by climate change. The estimation is that these type of events have doubled in the last 20 years. So we're going to start seeing this much more often. When one of these catastrophes occur, it is very important to supply drinking water and sanitation as quickly as possible. There is no time to spend on designing a specific plan for each occasion. So it is very important to have these type of solutions with a very short delivery time, robust design, and probably most important of all, they have to be easy and quick to install in order to guarantee drinking water quality immediately. So these are typically, or it is #1 concern for the population that is living one type of disaster, and also the managing bodies of the catastrophe. Another type of sector is the industrial sector that requires also decentralized water treatment plants. This is normally because of its efficiency. Decentralized water treatment solutions have a very high cost effectiveness, and they have the capability to enable reuse of treated water, which reduces pollution and also increases available water supply. So you have double savings. You have access to high quality water, and you decrease your water discharge, which normally has involved fees. So it is a very attractive solution, the decentralized water treatment plants for industry. In many cases or many industries, like the mining sector or petrochemistry, they usually have installations in remote areas with very difficult access away from any type of population in order to, they have to extract minerals or any other type of resources. So in these cases, the need of these industries is for fully automatic, sometimes with remote control, and with the lowest physical presence of personnel for maintenance, as they are normally secondary installations for their industry, so they cannot afford time in the operation of maintenance of this type of equipment. These decentralized water treatment plants must be capable of treating water for different industrial applications, such as drinking water or demineralization to be used as either processed water for your boiler or a cooling tower, or to be used as an ingredient for your product. Also, wastewater treatment reuse for service water, etc. So decentralized solutions are not only for drinking water and wastewater, but also they are good for other applications. Another application could be also for agriculture. In many cases, we have demineralization to increase your crop productivity. So what do all these have in common, or what are the 8 points that a decentralized water treatment solution can deliver? In all the cases, the demand is always for high water quality. So a decentralized solution can supply this, no problem. There's no difference between a decentralized and centralized solutions in terms of water quality. In many cases, there's no access to energy, so the decentralized solution has to provide alternative energy source. Also, there might not have a skilled or educated workforce to operate or to install the plant, so it has to have a plug-and-play design. Also, in cases of emergency situations or industrial applications, there's always a rush to have the high water quality available as soon as possible. So again, the plug-and-play solution is a very good alternative. It will be much more faster and flexible to implement than a water treatment plant that requires civil works, such as centralized solutions. Also, these decentralized solutions have a very high operating efficiency, as they are small, compact, and with low energy consumption, low maintenance, much more efficient than would have been with a centralized solution where there's inefficiency in the pipe network, high maintenance, etc. Another good thing of these type of plants is that you can move them from one place to another. So for example, you're working at a mining site and the project is for 3 or 5 years. So once the operation is finished and you need to move the site to another place, you can reuse the same plant, take it to another place, as it is always in a container, very easy to transport. Also, we have to deal with changing water quality conditions. It's very hard to know where you're going to take water, for example, in an emergency situation. So that these type of decentralized solutions have the capability to produce safe drinking water quality, taking water from any type of water source, such as fresh water, brackish water, or seawater. The same plant will detect the type of water that's going, and it will activate one technology or another. Another important thing is that it is normally meant to work under severe working conditions. It could be installed in a high mountain at high altitudes, or in the middle of the desert, or near the sea, or a corrosive ambient. So a containerized solution can be with air conditioning, isolation, insulation, heating system, etc.